Taxi lady?
Where's your meter?
I'll figure out the fare as we go along.
You might overcharge me. I want that coat. And I'm gonna get it.
For $2,000?
For whatever it takes.
Sweetheart name.
Good. I just hope that Pete hasn't become too used to doing things alone. I do hope it works out.
We're gonna take a long way around. But I'll save 2 miles by cutting through the woods. Yes, but you won't save yourself from the screams in the night that'll lodge in your bones all your life. Nate's a brave lad, but he's a fool. I warned him, but he wouldn't listen.
You warned him against what?
Courage isn't enough.
Fine.
Buzz, how's the fishing these days?
It's not very good around here, but there's a big run of marlin up Tijuana.
Yeah?
We're taking a party down there Sunday morning.
How do you like this guy? Gets paid to go fishing while we slave over a hot carburetor.
You said it. Hey, Dan, we got room for one more. Why don't you come along?
When are you going to get back?
Late Monday night.
Monday night, that lets me out. I couldn't get Monday off.
You could get away if you wanted to. You just don't want to miss spending Sunday with the girlfriend.
Helen?
No, they busted up a couple of months ago. By the way, she called you again this morning.
She did?
I told her you wasn't in for the 19th time.
Good, good.
How do you like this guy? There's a dame I trade my right arm for, and he gives it the runaround.
Maybe he's found a new dish.
No, I spent 4 years in the Navy fighting for freedom. Why get anchored down now? Besides, she was getting too serious.
The old wedding bells, huh?
They were getting louder and louder. I figured she's too nice to string along. But she won't take no for an answer.
Some dames are sure hard to shake off. I once knew a blonde.
Boy, and her
name was Margie.
How'd you know?
We've heard the story a dozen times.
A couple of dozen times. Hey, we better be getting back or old man Mackey will blow a fuse.
Right. Here, that's for you. Hey.
Some babe.
Yeah. See you later, fellas. A little work to do. You new here, honey?
65 out of $1.
What time you get off tonight? 6:30? 7?
Don't forget your change.
I happen to have my autograph book here with me. Name and address?
I'm afraid you've made a mistake. I don't come with the merchant's lunch.
Oh, now, don't be like that. I think you're wonderful. Anything wrong in that?
No, but
Well, then how about you and me tonight, huh?
I I work tonight.
Till when?
Till 9:30.
You like Red Nichols in his outfit?
Yeah, I think they're great.
They're playing over at the music bar on the pier. I thought I'd pick you up after 9:30 and we'd go over and give them a listen, okay?
Okay.
See you at night.
$75. Have one.
Hey, Chuck. I just remembered something. Remembered what? It's 5 days until payday and I'm flat busted. How you holding?
I'm fractured.
Me too. Well, I gotta figure out some way to get some Gitas, or how else am I gonna take that gorgeous creature out to the music bar?
Why don't you ask old man Mackey for an advance?
Oh, that old guy, he wouldn't give you the sweat off his glasses.
Yeah, he's sure a mean old buzzard.
Hey, Buzzard, I'm glad you said that. Buzz Larson owes me $20.
Why don't you call him up down at the dock?
My friend, you have just read my mind. Hello, is Buzz Larson there, please? Oh, hello, Buzz. Hi, boy, this is Danny. Listen, could you let me have that $20 you owe me? Oh, that's swell. Believe me, you're a lifesaver. I'll be down tonight and pick it up. Huh? Tomorrow? Oh, wait a minute. Boy, I need it right away. You don't get paid until tomorrow. Yeah. I understand, sure. Okay. All right, thanks anyway, kid. Bye.
Who left that light on in the washroom?
Not me.
Well, it was one of you fellas. You're all alike. You don't care what you do with my money. You think I own stock in the power company?
So she said to me, I want to speak with the supervisor. So I said, 1 moment, please. And then I said, yes, this is the supervisor speaking. Helen Colgan, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
I don't think you've heard one word. You just seem to be walking around in a dream lately.
Oh, Millie, I think I'll say goodbye to you here. There's some things I have to get.
What things? Where?
Oh, just some things. Over on State Street.
I know where you're going, Helen, and you're making a big mistake. If he wants to see you, he knows your telephone number.
I know, but
But nothing. You're making a fool of yourself.
I suppose I am. Goodbye.
Well, when you need it fast, sometimes you haven't got time.
A lighter.
What?
A standard
What?
lighter.
Yeah, okay. No, not you, Red. Yeah, sure. Well, if you haven't got it, you can't lend it, kid. Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Did you reach Buzz?
Yeah, I called him, Ray Pierce, and Jimmy Cook. All of them. None of them had it.
Too bad.
$1.03.
Exact changes.
There you go. Nobody checks my cash except this once-a-week bookkeeper, and he don't come around till Thursday. I could put it back before Thursday. I could put it back tomorrow, as soon as I get that $20 from Buzz.
Dad! Oh, Daddy.
Oh, hello, Helen.
Hello, Daddy. This is a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, how's every little thing?
Just fine.
That's good. Well, I'll see you later, huh?
Have you been dancing lately?
Yeah, I went last Saturday.
Do you ever go hiking anymore?
Once in a while.
Do you remember the Sunday we hiked up Pioneer Canyon?
Yeah.
Didn't we have fun?
Yeah. We had lots of fun.
Well, Danny, will you give me a ring sometime?
Sure, I'll give you a ring. We'll get together real soon. But I'll see you later. I'll give you a ring soon. Taxi lady?
Where's your meter?
I'll figure out the fare as we go along.
You might overcharge me.
I might at that. Hop in, honey. Where'd you like to go?
Let's go downtown. Window
Oh.
shopping.
How dull can you get?
Well, that's what I want to do. We can do something else later.
You have a deal, honey.
Still here.
Nice looking coat. But they'd suck you at least $1,000 for a coat like that.
Are you kidding? Why, that's mink. It's a bargain at $2,000. Isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life?
Well, it's not bad. Are you thinking on buying it?
I want that coat. And I'm gonna get it.
For $2,000?
For whatever it takes.
Say, wait a minute. You really do want it, don't you?
You bet I do.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Ah, they're blue.
Brown.
Ah, but there's blues in your big brown eyes.
Oh, you sing too.
Only for you, honey.
Shall we go?
Closed Mondays. How do you like that?
Are you sure you didn't happen to know it was closed when you invited me?
Now, wait a minute. Would I do a thing like that? I'll take any place you want to go. Name it, you can have it.
All right. All right. I know a place where I'd like to go.
You hear me? I'll save you all the trouble of growing up, you... What's the matter? Cut that out. You want to break the machine?
Hello, Nick.
Oh, it's you.
Give me a nickel, Danny. I'll show you how to beat this game.
Wait a minute.
One bull. Hey, Nick, pay me. I hit the jackpot.
Here. That's all for you.
Hey, wait a minute. Go ahead, honey. Play it as much as you want.
Take it easy, Danny. I can handle Nick myself. I used to work here. Didn't I, Nick?
Yeah. To come back, huh?
Still in the window, Nick. I saw it yesterday.
Are you crazy? What do you think I am, a millionaire?
What's going on here?
Oh, let's skip it. Come on, we'll have our pictures taken. Come on. See you later, Nick.
Who goes first?
We both go.
What do you want?
Give me $50 worth of nickels.
Okay, Admiral.
Now what do you want?
There's only 9 nickels there, buddy.
Yeah? Who's cheating who?
What?
Look, you got your nickel, haven't you? Hit the road.
Why, hello, Nick.
Look, I've got rules in this house. That goes for you, too. If you want to pull that kind of stuff, go somewhere else. Come on, beat it. Beat it.
Come on, Vera, let's get out of this crummy joint.
Goodbye, Nick.
See that big star right there?
Yeah?
That's Beetlejuice.
Who?
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, Dave used to call it.
Dave. Who's Dave?
Old fella I used to know. Taught me the names of all the stars. You know, I never saw a star until I was 16.
How come?
I was raised in Steeltown, West Virginia, and you couldn't see the sky for the smoke. So I ran away.
Funny, I ran away from home, too. That was a long, long time ago. What'd you do after you ran away from home?
Oh, I was a car hop for a while, waitress in a beer joint, clerked in a 5 and 10, cashiered in a coffee shop. It's not what you run away to, it's what you run away from.
I ran away from a farm and the belt the old man used to whip me with. That old man was sure free with that belt.
Oh, I ran away from a lot of things. Ma getting drunk all the time and never having any decent clothes to wear. And the boarders, especially those boarders. They wouldn't leave me alone.
Must have been tough.
I learned to handle them after a while.
Think you could handle me?
Sure. I can handle you easy.
Yeah. Hello, is Buzz there? He what? Took a fishing party. When will he be back? No, never mind. All right, I'll call him later. Bye. The bookkeeper. What's he doing here 2 days ahead of time? If he finds out, I'm sure he'll tell the old man. The old man's mean enough to send a guy to jail just for laughs. I gotta get $20 in a hurry. How about that salary loan outfit? The one that's always yakking on the radio. Walk in with an honest face, walk out with a pocket full of dough. I must have walked in with the wrong face. A couple of days to check my references. I haven't got any references, and I haven't got a couple of days. Can I have it for $1 down, like it says in the window?
As soon as we check up on your credit.
Credit? Oh. I can't wait that long.
Oh, wait a minute. You got a charge account in town?
No, Yes, I have, at the hub. At the hub where I buy my clothes.
I tell you what I'll do. I'll call that credit manager, and if he says you're okay, you can take the watch right with you. Okay? Now, there, let's get it on and show you what it looks like.
How much could you let me have on this ticker?
$30 do you any good?
$30 will be fine.
Any better than last week?
I don't know yet, Mr. Mackey. I'll let you know.
Well, about that other matter, see if you can't find a way to make it a business deduction.
I'll think about it, Mr. Mackey.
Hi, George.
Hi, Dan.
You're here kind of early this week, aren't you?
The old man sent for me. Had some tax reports for me to get out.
Oh.
And I figured as long as I was here, I'd get my Thursday work done. Say, Dan, I just checked the register and it's $20 short.
Well, maybe you could have made a mistake or something.
No, I checked it twice.
Well, you know, sometimes the money gets stuck in the money sack down there. Yeah, here it is. See?
But I looked in the money sack.
Just didn't look good enough. Can I do anything for you, sir?
You Dan Brady?
Yeah.
I'm Moriarty, California Investigation Service. You bought a watch yesterday at Jay's Jewelers, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And took it straight to Uncle John's and hocked it.
Well, what if I did?
Don't play dumb. Why would you buy a watch for $100 and hock it the same day for $30?
Well,
Because you don't intend to pay the 100, that's why.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't holler before you hurt, pal. I signed up to pay that thing $10 a month, and when the month's up, I'll pay him the $10.
Oh, no, you won't. Because Jay Jewelers don't think you're going to be here when the month's up. They think you're going to skip town. So you'll pay up now, or Jay's going to swear out a warrant.
Warrant? Warrant for what?
I'll give it to you in words of one syllable, my friend. When you buy something on the installment plan, you sign what they call a conditional sales contract.
Yeah?
This contract says that the watch, the radio, or the easy chair don't belong to you until you make your last payment. It says that if you sell, mortgage, or hock something you don't own yet, you're guilty of larceny. And a $100 watch is grand larceny. That's 3 years in the penitentiary in this state.
Oh, you're kidding me, aren't you?
Kidding? Me? Not in your life. You signed a contract like this, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Read what it says right there.
Debt is payable.
Within 24 hours, our charges will be brought.
Well, look, I can't get a hold of $100, I mean, just like that right away.
Well, you better dig it up somewhere. Because if you don't pay up by noon tomorrow, a little man's going to call on you with a big warrant. That's all, brother. Until noon tomorrow.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah?
What does a guy do when he needs lots of dough?
Me, I usually hock my watch.
It's a great idea. Maybe I can get some dough on my jalopy. I wonder how much they'll give me for it. No dice. What good is $300? I still owe the finance company $350. By 8:30, I'd tried everything I could think of, and I still hadn't raised $100. I hadn't raised $1.25. So I threw in the towel and headed for Phil's place to knock off a couple of beers. The longer I sat on that silly stool, the more I felt like slugging somebody. I could have socked old man Mackey for being so tight. Or the guy in the jewelry store for sending Moriarty after me. Or the fella standing next to me at the bar because he had money in his pocket and I didn't.
I miss you. How are you, Philly?
360, Shorty.
Okay, I gotta get home before the old lady chops my ears off.
Haven't you got something smaller? This one's a 50.
How's this one?
It's another 50. Here, let me look. There's a 5 right there on top.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Just keep the same. I gotta get home before the old lady slaps me down. Who?
Your wife.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the old lady. Good night, Philly.
So long, Shorty.
How's a joker like that rate all that dough?
Shorty, he runs the bingo games. Do the suckers keep him happy? Another beer, Danny?
No. So.
Hi, Romy. How is things?
Hi, Shorty. How's the day?
Okay.
Oh, hello, nice boy. Let me tell you a fortune. Maybe you got big one.
Oh, leave me alone, will you?
Oh, don't fall on your face, you jerk. I'll tell you a fortune, isn't it?
I've got a mule. Her name is Sal. 50 miles on the Erie Canal. I've got a mule. Her name is Sal. 50 miles on the Erie Canal. You good old worker and a good old pal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal. 15 miles from the Erie Canal. On the Erie Canal.
All right, reach. Reach, come on, I'm not kidding you. Let's go. All right, come on, in the back. Down on the floor, hurry up. Get up. Long time no see. Hiya, Millie.
Hello. Gee, Dan, it's wonderful to see you.
Oh, what are we waiting for, huh?
What's your hurry tonight? I never saw you run after anybody before.
Oh, Millie, please.
Say, take it easy. What's the rush? Nobody's chasing us.
Ah, that's right. Nobody's chasing us. We got all night, haven't we?
Sure we have.
Maybe you've got all night. Me and Helen, we only got 5 minutes till the last show. Loger's a general.
Millie, I almost forgot. I've already seen this picture. I saw it when it was downtown at the Palace.
But you said... Oh, I got it. You wouldn't mind if I went alone, would you?
No, I wouldn't mind.
I didn't think so.
Goodbye, then.
Bye.
Gee, Dan, this is like old times.
Yeah.
Let's go on the roller coaster and the chutes and the dipper. Let's go on everything.
All right. My knees were really shaking back there. I thought the cops had bust out of that alley any minute. But now I'm in the clear. With heavy dough in my pocket, I can pay off that jewelry store and have enough left over to show Vera the biggest time she ever had. Vera. I've got a date with her tonight. I promised to meet her at Nick's place. What time is it?
It's 25 to 10.
Holy smoke, I promised to meet a guy a half hour ago. I'm kind of late. I'm sorry, kid. Can I walk you to the bus or something?
Well, you don't have to, Dan. I can get home by myself.
Well, I'll give you a ring, and we'll get together sometime soon. I'll see you later, sir.
Yes, don't come back. I want my $50.
Do me a favor, will you? Drop dead.
Take your dirty hands off of her. Take your hands off
What I want.
Did you hear me?
I don't want to be pushed around. I just don't... I'm trying to...
What's all this about $50?
It wasn't a loan, it was a present.
I don't want you taking $50 from a guy like this ever. Let's get out of here. Two more of these.
When you going to tell me what we're celebrating?
We're supposed to be celebrating something?
Oh, got to be. Last night you were spending dollar bills, and tonight it's 50s.
I won it in a crap game.
You sure it wasn't bingo?
2 champagne cocktails.
What do you mean, bingo?
Just thought you might have won it from Shorty McCabe.
What gave you that idea?
Maybe it was Evelyn.
Evelyn? Who's Evelyn?
Bookkeeper in the movie house. She saw Shorty lose it in the auto park.
What do you know about this?
She just came into Nick's place to phone the cops.
Cops? What'd she say?
Vera, long time no see. How about a dance?
No, thanks.
Your boyfriend won't mind.
No, thanks.
Can I buy you both a drink?
No.
Isn't there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, blow.
You heard her. What'd she say?
Danny. She said she saw the guy who did it with a handkerchief around his face. He took Shorty for his bankroll. Didn't he?
How do I know?
Just thought you might have heard about it. Anyhow, if it was me, and I'd won any $50 bills, I wouldn't go spending them around the pier.
Yeah? Why not?
Because everyone around here knows that Shorty carries 50s.
Look, I don't know any guy named Shorty, and I won this dough in a crap game, see?
Oh, now, sure you did. Sure you did, Danny. Let's spend some of it, huh?
That's more like it.
Only, we won't spend the 50s, will we?
No. No, we won't spend the 50s. $100. There's $100. Here's your dough.
There's your contract. So long, Brady.
So long. Back A motor. Who? This is him speaking. How'd I like to what? How'd you like to take a big jump off the pier?
No, I don't like to take a jump off the pier. But you better come and see me, or else.
Or else what?
Or else something is going to happen. To you. To you, Danny boy.
What's on your mind, and it better be good.
Oh, it's very good. You know, last night a prize fighter, a big prize fighter, he left something here. I picked it up. Picked it up where you left it. It's got a knot in it. You know, like you use for a mask or something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
No, but I'll take it just for luck.
Sure. You keep my handkerchief. I keep your handkerchief. Same knot, only your handkerchief got blood on it.
So what?
Did you ever hear anybody say money talks? $50 bills. They talk very loud. It's big bills. What do they say? It says Shorty McCabe, Shorty McCabe. Yeah, that's what it says, Shorty McCabe.
What's your angle? What are you trying to tell me?
I'm telling you about a holdup. You see, Evelyn from the picture show, she saw the man get robbed, and she got a very good look at the guy who did it. She thinks you can identify him very easy. Nice girl. You want me to call her?
Wait a minute. Put it down. If you're so sure that I was mixed up in this thing, why don't you call the cops?
Cops? Oh, no. I'm a businessman. See, Danny boy, I think I can do business with you very nice.
What kind of business do you think you could do with me?
Automobile business. You get me a new car, and I don't know nothing. Just nothing.
A new car? I couldn't get a new car if I wanted to.
Oh, you can get a new car. Same way you got the $50 bill.
Are you nuts?
Nuts? Me? No, I don't think so.
Davis,
Yes?
here are the plates for the green sedan. See that it's ready for delivery in the morning.
Yes.
Oh, and Davis, don't let me catch you putting in 10 gallons of gas this time. 6 is plenty.
Yes, sir.
There goes the last new car we'll have this month. I've got to get it tonight or blow town tomorrow. Even if I blow town, they'll probably catch up with me. Oh, boy, am I in a mess.
Hey, Dan, I was just thinking if you're not going to take Helen out anymore, I thought maybe I'd give her a call sometime.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you do that, Jack? Hey, fella. This thing is stuck back here.
Let's see what it is.
It's the green sedan, the second in California Street. It's got license plates.
That's fine. Well, I promised you I know nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Wait.
What's the matter?
I want the handkerchief.
Yeah. You let go
All
of
right.
this, and I'll
You let go of
this.
it, and I'll let go.
Okay.
What are you going to do with the car?
It's none of your business, Danny boy. Well, I'll tell you, I sold it to a gambler friend of mine. He's driving it home to Nevada.
See that he does. I don't want it around town here. It's lovely to get me in a jam.
Don't worry, he's going home tonight.
No slip-ups.
Okay.
Brady.
Yeah?
Now I know who took that green sedan.
You do?
Yeah. I could tell the police about it right this minute. But I don't know whether that would help me get back the car or not. You understand?
No, I don't.
Now, I'm not interested in sending anybody to jail, Brady. I'm interested in getting back that car.
I don't know why you're telling me all this, Mr.
Oh,
Becker.
yes, you do. An employee of this firm stole that sedan, and I happen to know who it is because he was seen.
If you're trying to pin this thing on me,
Now,
Mr.
don't
Becker.
try to run any bluffs, Brady.
How many times do I have to tell you
You don't
that?
have to tell me anything. All you have to do is to get that car down here, parked out in front before I get down tomorrow.
What if I haven't got it? What if I don't know where it is?
But you did have it, and you do know where it is.
Well, I don't anymore.
If you can't return the car, you'll have to pay for it. $3,000.
$3,000? What? I'd only list for $19.50.
You don't think I'd sell to you at list?
$3,000. Where would a guy like me get any dough like that?
Most everybody's got a family someplace. What, folks that go to a lot of trouble to keep a man out of jail.
Not mine.
Now, look, I'll give you 24 hours, Brady. I want the money or I want the automobile. Now, let me give you some warning. Don't you try to leave town.
$3,000. It might as well have been $3 million. I tried to remember who could have seen me in the green sedan. Nobody'd known I had it except Nick. Nick. Maybe that was who told the old man. Nick hated me. He'd cut my throat for a nickel.
Hey, what's the matter with you tonight? You look like you lost your last friend.
How'd you like to go to Texas, honey, right now, right away?
Are you kidding?
I'm on the level.
Oh? What's the matter with California? Weather getting too warm?
Tell you about it later. Hold of $3,000.
I know where there's $3,000 or $4,000.
Yeah, First National Bank.
No, not in any bank. But we can get at it. We can get at it easy. All you have to do is to break a little catch lock on a rickety old door. You could pry it open with your fingernails.
Not with my fingernails. I'm in too deep already.
This is the end of the month. That's when Nick keeps the money overnight.
Nick? You mean Nick at the Penny Arcade?
Uh-huh. There'll be thousands of dollars there tonight.
What would Nick be doing with that kind of dough?
He charges people for cashing checks. Today's a big payday. A lot of them will bring their checks in the morning before the bank's open. And he doesn't even have a safe. He hides it. I know where.
It was Nick who got me into all this.
Let Nick get you out. Then you won't have to go to Texas. You can stay here with me.
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Someone watching us from the house.
It's only old Snoop.
Who?
The landlady. She's always looking for trouble. You know, I had a news program on the air the other night, and she busted in and tried to tell me I had a man in my room.
She's still watching.
Well, let's give her something to watch. Stay out here and look out for the watchman. If I see him coming, I'll honk the horn.
Blow it 3 times so I'll know it's you.
All right, Danny. Good luck. Quick! Did you get the money?
Yeah.
I heard shooting. What happened?
The night watchman saw me.
Well, you took a big chance tonight and you got away with it. You ought to be tickled to death.
Well, I'm not. I feel like I'm being shoved into a corner, and if I don't get out soon, it'll be too late. Maybe it's too late already.
But you can stop worrying. You're out right now. You got the money in your pocket to pay your way out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I've got the money. That'll square everything, won't it?
I wonder how much there is.
Feels like a lot.
Let's take it up to my room and count it.
All right.
Pull down those shades. $500 in each of these packages. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's $3,500. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110. That's $3,610.
Yeah, it's a lot of dough.
That's more money than I could make in a year working every day.
That's the coppers.
Just like I thought.
What's the big idea? Who said you can come in?
I have rules in this house. This is a clean, respectable place.
Well, you got no right in here. Now get out.
I don't allow no men in the rooms, not in my house. And I am not leaving until he goes.
You're leaving right now.
Maybe you'd rather I'd call the cops.
Why, you old
Cut
bedlam!
it out, will you? We don't want any trouble, especially now.
Yeah, but...
Maybe I ought to go. You think you can take care of everything all right?
Oh. Yeah, sure, Danny. Don't worry. I can take care of everything.
I'll call you in the morning.
I don't want any of your kind around here. When your rent's up, you can move out.
Scram!
Hello. Is Vera No back there?
Hey, you're gonna wear that thing out today.
Oh, this is her...
Why don't you forget about it? She's just
Wait a
another
minute,
dame.
will you, please? Will you do me a favor and shut up, please?
Sorry.
Oh, this is her day off. She wouldn't be at the restaurant. Look, when she comes in, would you tell her to call Dan Brady at Mackey Motor? It's very important. As soon as she comes in. All right. Thank you.
Well, Brady,
Well?
I didn't see that green sedan when I came down this morning.
No, you didn't, did you?
Does that mean you can't get it back?
You mean anything you want it to me?
Well, then I assume you intend to pay for the car instead.
Oh, do you?
How long will it take you to get the money?
I've got it already.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fine. Why don't you come right into the office?
Well, I
now?
haven't got it on me. I have to pick it up tonight after work. I can bring it in the morning.
Why wait till tomorrow? I'll come right back after dinner tonight. You can see me in the office then.
Well, might be 10 o'clock or so.
It's all right, Brady. It's perfectly all right. See you tonight.
Mackey Motor. Hello, Vera. Where have you been? Did you take care of everything all right? Good. Well, that's swell, baby. Look, I'll be over and see you tonight as soon as I get off work, right after 6 o'clock. Goodbye.
That you, Danny?
Yeah.
Come right in. Isn't it beautiful, Danny? Oh, Danny, Danny, I might never have had it if it hadn't been for you.
Where'd you get the coat?
I bought it.
Bought it with what?
With my share of the money. Here's your end. $1,800.
You took half that dough and bought a coat with it?
Not just a coat, Danny, a mink coat.
You sold me out.
Oh, now, just a minute. Who told you where the money was? Who told you how to get it? Isn't that worth half?
I can't use half. I need 3,000.
Oh, don't be a chump. Nobody expects to get everything you ask for. Make him an offer. That's what I did.
What you did?
Sure. This coat cost $2,000. I told the furrier $1,800 was all I had, and he could take it or leave it. He took it. Offer this to the old man. Tell him it's all you could raise. I bet anything he takes it.
Danny. I'm glad you're doing the sensible thing. There's only 1,800 here.
That's right.
Where's the rest of it?
I couldn't dig it up. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Get me the police station.
What's the idea?
I told you I'd forget about the whole thing for $3,000, but not for 1,800. Now, if you've got the rest of it on you, you'd better pay me now before it's too late.
Why, you... Hi, Chuck. Hi, Ellen.
Danny, I missed your quitting time tonight. I wanted to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I quit today. I'm through with that screwball Mackey. I told you what he tried to pull on me, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Well, you remember the night the sedan disappeared? Well, the next morning, he called me in his office and tried to tell me I swiped it.
You said what?
Like I'm telling you, he said I stole the car. Gave me a lot of hooey about somebody seeing me drive away.
Wait a minute, I'm all mixed up. Let me get this thing straight. He said that he saw you drive that car away?
And that ain't all. Yesterday, he called me in his office, and he had some screwy idea I should get $3,000 for my old man to pay for the sedan. Now, how nuts can a guy get?
He didn't know anything at all. He was just fishing around, putting the pressure on everybody, hoping something would turn up.
Yeah, I should have let him have one talking to me like that. Some of these days, that old man is going to get his neck in a sling.
Neck in a sling? Yeah. Yeah, he had it coming, though, didn't he? Always trying to outsmart everybody, but he got too smart. Yeah, he got so smart, he got his neck in a sling.
Danny, what is it? What's the matter?
I have a date here. I'm late already.
Come in. Well, how'd it go? Did he take the money?
Yeah, he took it.
I told you he would.
Pack your things, we gotta get out of here.
What are you talking about?
He tried to call the cops. I had to stop him.
Stop him. How?
Never mind, pack your things.
Stop clowning, Danny. How?
I'm not clowning. He tried to call the cops. I had to take the phone away from him. He pulled a gun on me. I strangled him.
On the level?
On the level. Look, they won't find him until in the morning. By that time, we'll be halfway to Texas, baby.
You'll be halfway to Texas. Not me.
But the cops will be after us.
They won't be after me. I don't have to run away.
Look, we're in this thing together. You told me to offer him the dough.
I didn't tell you to kill him. And I wasn't there when it happened. So why should I stick my neck out now?
What kind of a dame are you?
The kind that watches out for herself. If I didn't, who would?
Oh, you don't care about anybody else, do you?
Why, sure I do. Why, I wouldn't want to see anything happen to you, Danny. I certainly wouldn't want to see the cops catch you. Don't you think you better get started to Texas? I'll kiss you goodbye if you want me to.
Or I wouldn't dirty my lips.
Miss Novak, some gentlemen to see you.
Vera Novak,
So what if I am?
got something for you.
Yeah? What is it?
A search warrant. See what she's got in her purse, Smitty.
You won't find him in there.
I won't find who in there.
You know who. Dan Brady.
Oh, yeah, Dan Brady. Where will I find him?
He's getting out of the state as fast as he can drive.
Why aren't you getting out, too?
I didn't have any part of it. I didn't even know him.
Didn't know who.
Say, you trying to make me look like a fool. Mackey, of course.
Mackey. Which Mackey is that?
Oh, the one that ran the automobile agency.
Ran?
Well, he can't keep on running it now that he's dead, can he?
Dead? Who's dead? Mackey, of course. Brady killed him. The girl didn't have any part of it. Where did it happen?
You know where. At the automobile... Say, are you trying to kid me?
Sure. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you're trying to kid me. Why did you start spilling the minute I came in the door? Maybe it's because you wanted me to think your boyfriend had gone when he hadn't. How do I know he isn't still here?
Why didn't you look under the couch?
I don't suppose he'd be that near. No, I didn't think he'd be that close. Smitty. Watch it.
Ha, ha, ha.
Ha, ha, ha. Where does a dame like you get a coat like this?
I bought that coat with my own money. You take your dirty hands off it.
I'll bet you did.
I can prove it. I got a receipt. Here. Here.
Alaska Furrier's 917 Main Street. Received of Vera Novak $1,800. Well, looks like Nick had the right hunch, Schmidt.
Nick?
What do you suppose brought us here? Last night somebody stole $3,600 of Nick's money, and today you paid $1,800 for a fur coat. Looks like you and your boyfriend split Nick's bankroll right down the middle.
I don't know what you're talking about. Give me back my coat.
Don't worry about your coat, sister. We'll take it right with us. Bring her along, Smitty, and we'll check on Mackey on the way down to the station.
Serves you right, you hussy.
Drop dead.
What are you doing here?
I could see you were in trouble, so I got rid of Chuck and came back.
Get yourself right back home. I gotta get out of here quick.
What is it, dear? Was it the holdup in the auto park?
What do you know about that holdup?
I saw you hiding in the alley that night. The night that Millie and I walked by. I couldn't see your features, but I knew that it was you. But then I thought maybe I was imagining things. You know how it is when you love someone. You think you see him 50 times a day. But a minute later you called my name and I turned around and there you were at the head of the alley. Then we heard about the holdup in the auto park and I saw the look on your face.
Is that all?
That's all.
Well, why don't you get out and let me get started?
I saw the police come out of the house with her. Are they after you, too?
What if they are? What business is of yours?
But I can help you. I can tell them you were with me all evening, and you'll have an alibi.
I don't get it. Why do you want to help me? When things were going my way, all I ever gave you was a runaround. Now that I'm in a jam, why don't you get smart and stay away from me?
I've been away from you too long, and it isn't any good. Don't you think I know I'm dumb to throw myself at a guy that doesn't want me? Don't you think I know I'm a fool to stand on a street corner for an hour just waiting for you to come out of a door? I know all that, but I can't help it. I fell in love with you the first time I saw you, Dad.
I'll drive you home. It's less than a week since Helen waited for me outside the garage. Have you been dancing lately, she said, and all I had to do was say, swell idea, let's go out tonight. If I'd have said that, I wouldn't be running away from the cops tonight, with a murder hanging over my head.
No, Dan, no.
Hey, buddy, pull over to the curb. Let's take a look at your driver's license. Brady. That's your name?
Yes, sir.
You went through Boulevard Stop back there. Will you sign this?
Yes.
And take it easy.
Yeah. Helen, you kept me from making an awful mistake.
Well, if you'll only take me with you, I can help you. I know I can.
Let me lay it on the line. I'm going to have to keep running. I'm going to have to keep running all my life because when they catch up with me, they're going to hang me.
Hang you?
For murder. I killed a man tonight.
Start the car, then tell me how it happened.
Telling her about it wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be. And it was Helen who came up with the idea of Mexico. We decided to head for an inland town like Hermosillo, where not many tourists come. A man could be safe for 50 years in a place like that.
What's that?
That's goodbye to Mexico. Oh, it's the main bearing. It'll take a couple of days to fix.
Well, then we'll have to hitchhike.
And get there by morning, we'd never make it.
We have to make
Oh, Helen, I've had the right girl all the time and was too dumb to know about it. If we ever get out of this thing.
it. We're gonna get out of it.
Yeah, but how? I've got an idea. This is the baby that's going to get us there.
Well, what are you gonna do with that?
Get us a lift, honey. A lift straight through to Mexico. Come on. Careful. Get in quick. Don't try any funny stuff. I don't want to hurt you. All right. When the signal changes, get going. Turn south on the highway, keep her under 50, and don't go through any red lights, you understand me?
May I ask where we're going?
Just keep driving, you'll find out.
I suppose you know what you're getting into. This isn't a car theft. It's kidnapping.
No one asked you. I don't want your advice, you hear me?
Well, I happen to be a lawyer. Maybe
you can keep your mouth shut, too.
No, Dan, let him talk. He might be able to help us.
she's right. Whatever it is you're running away from, this is worse. Kidnapping is a capital offense. They can hang you for it.
What's the difference? They're gonna hang me anyway. I just killed a man.
How about the girl?
You leave her out of it. She had nothing to do with it. You understand me?
I believe that. But with the police? Look, son, I can see this girl means something to you. Why don't you tell me what happened? For her sake. She'll need a lawyer sooner or later.
Maybe you're right. If you're sure you could keep her in the clear.
If she's innocent, you tell me the whole story, and it's the truth.
Truth? I don't know where to begin.
Start at the beginning.
The guy was a lawyer. And maybe he could help Helen, so I told him the whole story. I told him about sticking up Shorty in the auto park and about breaking into the penny arcade in the middle of the night. I told him about Vera and Nick and old man Mackey. I told him everything that had happened, from the very beginning to the end.
I see. Now, the first thing you want to know is where the girl stands.
That's right.
She's in the clear. They can't touch her.
Oh, but how about Dan? You said maybe it wouldn't be murder. It might be manslaughter.
Oh, it's murder, all right. I might be able to get him off with second degree. They'd have a hard time proving premeditation.
Second degree, that'd mean life, wouldn't it?
It could.
I'd rather they hung me.
There's one discrepancy in your story. It's worth checking up on because if we get the right answer, murder's out. Manslaughter, too.
What do you mean?
How do you know he's dead?
Well, he's dead, that's all. His head fell over on the desk like he was dead.
It would do that if he were unconscious. Did you feel his pulse? Or listen for a heartbeat?
No, I didn't.
Men don't die easily. They take a lot of killing. I can imagine Mackey sitting in a police station right now, telling the desk man what a narrow escape he had.
If he only was alive. Helen, if he only was alive, I'd give myself up to the first cop that came along.
Here's an all-night restaurant. Why don't I use their phone, find out how Mackey is?
Why don't you keep on driving, too? I'll tell you how Mackey is. He's dead, that's what, he's dead.
Oh, but Dan, maybe he isn't.
No, he is. I know he is. Listen, you, I didn't want to kill anybody. I don't want to kill you now, but if you try any more funny stuff, I'll blow a hole right through you. What day is this, Helen?
It's Saturday.
No, it isn't. It's Sunday morning. We still have a couple of hours before daylight. We can still make it. Turn this car around.
Where are we going now?
Remember Buzz Larson?
Yeah.
He's taking a fishing party way down past San Diego this morning. If we can get to the pier in time, I can go with him.
To Mexico?
Way past the Mexican border. Step on it, will you? Hope the boat is still here. Yeah, there it is. Down there. We made it.
We'd better hurry.
I'd better hurry, not you.
Oh, I'm going with you, Dan.
No,
I've got
there's no harbor below San Diego. I'll have to swim in from the sea.
Well, I'm going with you, Dan.
You've taken too many chances already. I've got to go on by myself from here on. I'll send for you as soon as I get a job. You know that, don't you, baby?
Oh, yes, but... Oh, Dan, don't go. I'm so afraid.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe there is. How are we going to keep this guy from going to the cops till after the boat pulls out of the harbor?
I'll keep him away. Give me the gun.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not?
I told you the girl was in the clear. She won't be if she takes that gun. After that, she'll be an accessory.
Oh, don't listen to him, Dan.
No,
You've got to get away
No,
from
he's right.
here.
You've got to be kept out of this. That's all that's important now.
Would you take my word for something?
I might.
As a citizen, I have to notify the police, but as a friend, I don't have to hurry.
Thanks. Would you do me another favor?
If I can.
Don't wait until the boat pulls out of the harbor. Leave now.
I'll get her out of here right away.
Thanks.
And you haven't seen Brady since noon Monday.
No, I haven't.
And you haven't heard from him either.
No. Wait a minute, I just remembered. He phoned me Monday afternoon.
For any particular reason?
Yeah, I owed him $20. He said he needed it.
There's a news broadcast at 6 o'clock. I want to hear it before I talk to the authorities.
Regarding every airport, every bus depot, and every railroad station in a determined effort to prevent the killer's escape. At 4 o'clock this morning, officers threw roadblocks across both state highways and are now stopping all outbound cars. But at last reports, McDonald was still at large.
McDonald?
Meanwhile, police officers Truxton and Chandler are dead, and Deputy Sheriff Alan P. Janis was taken to the emergency hospital with 2 bullets in his thigh.
I'll get it a little louder.
Closer to home, Beach City authorities are seeking garage mechanic Daniel Brady, 26, an employee of the Mackey Motor Company. Late yesterday evening, watchman Michael J. O'Brien, while making his regular nightly rounds, discovered the unconscious body of Orrin Mackey, president of the automobile agency, lying in his office. Mackey regained consciousness at St. Mark's Hospital shortly after midnight and named Brady as his assailant.
What? That he's alive.
Tom, you want to watch yourself if we run into that kid. He's dangerous.
What's dangerous about him?
He's got Mackey's gun.
Hey, Buzz! Buzz! Wait a minute! I'm coming!
Hey, who's that fellow there?
That might be our boy.
Let's take a look at him.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Watch yourself, he's shooting.
I'll go after him. You stay on top.
I heard shooting.
Did you see him? No, he didn't come through here.
Look, what's that?
I'm coming, Dan. It's all right. You didn't kill him, Dan.
Hey, what's going on? What happened? Cops. They shot a cop. I heard about it on the radio. Heard about who? Who? Oh, the guy that killed a couple of cops yesterday. Ray McDonald. Oh, what's going on, man?
I don't know, they shot somebody.
Yeah, here he is, right here. Very big, is he? McDonald.
Come on, spray it up. Stand back, folks. Give him room.
There's the guy that got shot right there. Yeah, right here.
Now, where'd you say your automobile was?
On the pier, right over there.
Fine, we'll put him in the car and I'll drive him straight to the hospital if that's all right with you.
Certainly.
Save much time instead of waiting for the ambulance. I wouldn't have shot you only I thought you had a gun. What'd you do with it?
I dropped it. What do you think they're going to give me?
Have you ever been in trouble before?
No, never.
Well, I think we can rule out the watch and the $20 bill. They probably charge you with the holdup, stealing the car, and breaking you to the penny arcade. That could add up to anything from 1 to 10 years. But since you're a first offender, my guess is that it'll be nearer 1 than 10.
Whatever it is, I'll take it.
Whenever it is, I'll be waiting for you, Dan. If you want me to.
You're a great gal, Helen.
I love you, Dan.
That goes both ways.
Intermission time. Time that stretch you've been wanting. And best of all, time to take your pick from that scrumptious array of tasty treats waiting for you at the snack bar, where the popcorn's poppin', the cold drinks are sparkling, the hot dogs are sling, the coffee is steaming, and a luscious treasure of confectionery delights with ice cream and candy and so much more to tempt any taste is waiting for you now at the snack bar. You'll be notified in plenty of time when the next show is about to begin.
Something different for a change? Then try the perfect refreshment. Chili Dilly, a delicious pickle treat that's spiced just right for every bite. Economical, too. There's no waste. You eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now? Chili Dilly, on sale at our concession stand. You'll love 'em.
Oh, the time is now, the time is here. Now's the time for a bite of cheer. A tasty light where the price is right. Well, look at here, you'll dig this sight. The moment's handy for a piece of candy. Just name your brand, they're all so grand. Hey, what do you think of a nice cool drink? Or a big box filled with a popcorn thrill? Let your taste buds meet with an ice cream treat. Refresh yourselves, it's time to eat. So come on, folks, let's join the band as we all head for the refreshment stand.
Hi, you hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
Dense forest once covered all of Piney Ridge, but no longer is the region a mystery. Modern highways have penetrated the darkness and brought in the light. Not so in Oxhead Woods, further south. Step into it off the abandoned road that hugs its length, and it's like passing through a wall and closing the door behind you. Obsolete trails wander vaguely, crisscross or break at right angles for no reason. Only one leads to the Morgan farm. Pete Morgan's farm has the allure of a walled castle that everybody knows about, but few have entered. Its only access to the outside world is a country road that passes by. Some miles north connects with a highway near the Renton farm. Joe Renton, like the other farmers hereabouts, is up and coming, raises good apples. Fine soil everywhere in the valley. The young people for miles around come to the high school. The boys graduate a little older than those in the city. That's because they take time out for planting and helping with the harvest. They're a healthy lot. And girls don't come prettier any place.
Are we going swimming Sunday?
Sure, if I'm not needed at the store.
Where'll you change into your swimming trunks?
Maybe I'll wear them over.
No. Bring 'em. We'll change at the reservoir.
Who else is coming?
Just us.
Hi, Teller. How's hunting?
Bye, kids. Miss me. And what are you doing so close to civilization?
You're growing up, Tibby. You're almost a woman.
Almost. I'm woman enough already.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, what do you know about anything? You never got past the 9th grade.
I'm good at plenty of things they don't teach in school.
What's got into you, Meg? You got the fidgets?
I promised Pete Morgan I'd bring you by the farm this afternoon, and I don't know how to ask you.
Looks like you've asked me already. What does he want?
You better ask him.
Well, how long will it take?
Not so awfully long, Nate. We're here already.
Okay, Meg, let's go.
Hey, Nate, what's Tibby going to say about this? Oh, what do you think she'll do?
Pete,
Yes, Meg.
I brought Nate Storm, the boy I told you about.
You know, I've thought about this thing, Meg. I'm not so sure it's a good thing. We've been content with the way things were. Maybe an outsider will spoil it.
But it would be so much easier for you if Nate would come and help out at the end of the day.
Anything between you and Nate?
He and Tibby Renton are going steady.
All right, I'll see the boy. Never could turn you down, could I? Nick says good things about you, Nate. Maybe you're not as stocky as you might be.
Stop growing too soon, Mr. Morgan.
How's your mother's store getting along?
Oh, well, some days we don't even make $1. What do you want to see me about, Mr. Morgan?
You know about my leg? Wood. My sister and Meg have got a curious idea that it's hard to climb a ladder with a wooden leg. Well, it isn't.
Oh, sir.
What's more, they've got an idea that things are getting a little run down here. Can't do as much as I used to. And so they've talked me into hiring somebody. They'll help along with the evening chores. I'll pay 35 cents an hour.
Could you make it 4 bits? It's over an hour's walk home afterwards.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. I'll pay 50 cents an hour.
Could he start today?
Sure it's all right with you, May?
Oh, yes. Thanks.
Come on, Nate.
Pete's hard Nate.
Good. I just hope that Pete hasn't become too used to doing things alone. I do hope it works out. You sure you don't want any more, Nate?
No thanks, ma'am. Bet nobody will believe me when I tell them I had supper here.
Why not, Nate?
Well, didn't you know you and Miss Ellen are known as the mysterious Morgans?
Are we?
Well, they won't say it anymore. Not when I tell them what a swell layout you've got here, and that you spread the best table in the valley.
It's because we're so self-sufficient here. We seldom have any need to go to town.
What else do they say about us, Nate?
Oh, nothing. Except things like Meg not being your daughter, or even related.
Why don't they ask me?
Well, I guess they'd rather whisper gossip than find out the truth.
What gossip?
Well, they say Meg's mother and father ran away and left her when she was still a baby.
Well, that's not true, Nate. Meg's mother and father went down south to find a new farm. They left Meg in our care.
They died down there in a runaway. Pete and I adopted Meg legally. There's nothing to be whispered about, Nate.
She was only 2 years old then.
There's nothing wrong with being adopted. I'm grateful.
Sure. And the next time I hear anybody gossiping about it, I'll say, so what? Meg isn't the only adopted girl in the world. Well, I hate to eat and run, folks, but I think I better get started. It's kind of late, so I thought I'd take a shortcut through Oxhead Woods.
You know your way through those woods?
No, but the wind's cleared the sky.
Well, I'd take the long way around if I were you. I've owned the Oxhead Woods for years, and I'm as brave as the next man, but I wouldn't cross through those woods at night.
Woods haven't scared me since I was a kid, day or night.
Yes, but you said you didn't know Oxhead Woods.
A tree's a tree, and a trail's a trail.
The trails lead nowhere.
Let the boy go, Pete.
I don't want him to get lost.
Close the door, Pete.
I don't want him to get hurt. Wait. Don't take the Oxhead Woods. The footbridge across the creek is out.
I'll jump across.
Well, there's fog on the other side.
I'll find my way around it. Look, Mr. Morgan,
Take the long way around.
But I'll save 2 miles by cutting through the woods.
Yes, but you won't save yourself from the screams in the night that'll lodge in your bones all your life.
Screams from where?
From the red house.
Well, if I come to it, I'll give it a wide go-by.
You can't. Did you ever run away from a scream? You can't. It will follow you through the woods. It will follow you all your life.
What did you say to him?
Nate's a brave lad, but he's a fool. I warned him, but he wouldn't listen.
You warned him against what?
Courage isn't enough. He won't make it. He'll be back. He'll be back. Yes, Mrs. Storm, they're sleeping here tonight, so don't you worry about it. Hard work and a big supper never hurt any boy. Oh, don't you mention it. We're glad to have him. Good night.
How did you know he was back?
Nate's all right. He's going to be a great help on the farm.
Hello.
How did you happen to get in here?
I ran here. You scared the daylights out of me last night.
Seems like the truth shouldn't scare anybody, man or boy.
The truth? You and your screams in the night almost...
What are you talking about?
Now, don't tell me I imagined all that stuff. I went in those woods and I heard things.
What things?
I don't know. I don't know whether it was the screams you were talking about or just the wind.
You leave well enough alone, son. Go in and wash up. Join us for breakfast and you can catch the school bus with me.
What kind of a guy is Pete, anyway?
He's always been wonderful to me. Kind and generous. For my last birthday, he sent to the city and bought me the most wonderful furniture he could buy for my room. He's always been that way.
But what about that red house?
I remember hearing him talk about it a long time ago. But I've never heard him mention it since.
You haven't?
No. He's just warned me to stay out of those woods since I was little.
Do you know anything about those screams?
I don't know, Nate, and I'd be afraid to find out.
Hey, look who moved in with the Morgans.
Okay, so I'm working there, so make something out of it.
Well, you've got nerve, Nate Storm. Where were you last night when I phoned like I said I would?
Working?
Working. All night long?
Oh, Tibby, can't a guy even earn chore money at the Morgans without you throwing a fit?
Not if it takes all night.
Hi, Mom. See, you're not bowled over by the rush of business.
Oh, things have been like this all day again. I suppose folks get tired coming in asking for things they haven't got.
Look, Mom, why don't you close the store and marry Don Bryn? He's a nice guy.
Now, there's time enough for Don and me to get married after you're out of school and on your own.
Graduation's just around the corner. Why don't you two go ahead and get married while you're still young enough to enjoy it?
Shame on you, talking to your mother that way.
Well, you've given enough of your life to me. You go down to town and tell Don you're ready any time he is.
He's being transferred north.
Well, that settles it. Here he's been courting you since I was in grammar school. If you don't marry him now, he'll meet some chick up north, and then you'll be a dead duck. Well, I've got to change. I'll be late at the Morgans.
How do you like it up there?
Oh, it's okay. They eat good. I mean, well. A couple of things got me wondering. How did Pete Morgan lose his leg?
He fell down a cliff in the Oxhead Woods. It was a long time ago. You were still a baby. It was Dr. Burns' first case in the valley. He amputated the leg on the Morgan kitchen table.
I wonder if it's the one I ate at.
That was the first time Dr. Byrne ever met Ellen Morgan. Everybody knew he fell in love with her, but nothing ever came of it.
I wonder why. Still a bachelor.
I don't know. They still act like they love each other the few times I've seen them meet. But she chose to devote her life to her brother Pete, I guess. Seems a shame.
Just like it'll be a shame if you don't marry Don and go north with him.
If I do, how long will it be before you and Tibby get married?
Oh, search me. Sometimes the more I know about women, the less I know about women. Guy needs more than a high school education just to find out what they're gonna do next.
Will you be staying at the Morgans again tonight?
No. I'm gonna take a shortcut through Oxhead Woods by daylight, so I'll know my way back here tonight.
Well, if you should change your mind, would you care if I go down to town and talk things over with Don?
You do more than talk things over. You come back here a bride. We don't want any dead ducks in the family, do we? Bye.
How are the hens doing?
We always have more eggs than we can use.
Meg. I guess Nath asked a lot of questions on the way to school this morning.
Yes, but only questions I've wondered about myself. Things you've never explained. Can't you tell me, Pete?
Well, I didn't know that anything troubled you. Why are you suddenly questioning things? Because of him?
Maybe.
Well, maybe he won't come back.
I think he will. I hope he does.
Meg. All of a sudden, you seem so grown up. I guess I don't like to see it happen. I wish you were a child again. I wish you needed me just as you did then. I don't want you ever to grow away from us. You mean everything to Ellen and me. I want you to be happy.
I love you both very much.
You're late today.
I had to go home first. I came here through Oxhead Woods.
Yes, that would be the quickest. Daytimes.
Or any other time.
Don't put so high a price on courage, son. It's overrated. The lowest animal's got more courage than man has. You touch a snapping turtle with a stick and he grabs at it with his teeth. Cut his head off, and he still won't let go. Well, we humans weren't made that way. We were born helpless.
But we don't have to stay that way. Nobody's gonna call me yellow.
Who has?
Nobody, yet. And nobody's going to. Has he been outside tonight?
No,
Give me your word.
of course.
Well, you're soaked through, Nath. Get a blanket from the chest, Meg. You can stay in the helper's cabin.
I warned you, but you wouldn't listen.
It wasn't a piece of that red house that knocked me into the stream, Mr. Morgan. And it wasn't a scream in the night that bowled me over. It was a human. A human strong enough to nearly kill me. I figured it was you.
Sometimes we figure too much, son. The wrong things. Things that can't ever be figured. Mine is bad. Bad for everyone. It's quicksand. I need your help here, Nate. Why would I want to hurt you?
What do you think happened, Pete?
There's a curse on those woods. We know that.
Are you going to stay with us, Nath?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, after what's happened, I thought... And Tibby doesn't want you to, does she?
After what's happened, you couldn't get me out of here with a triple-barrel shotgun. Last night, I was a coward. There's some connection between Pete's red house and whoever hit me. I'm gonna find out what goes on out there if it takes exploring every Sunday between now and doomsday.
I'll help you.
I thought Pete told you not to go in those woods.
I can't help it. I want to.
Okay. Sunday we'll go prowling.
Well, what about your date with Tibby? I want her to be sure that I don't want you to stay here just because. I mean, I don't want her to think I'm trying to steal you away from her.
We did have a date to go swimming Sunday anyway, so maybe asking her to come along will keep her from throwing another fit.
Good night, Nath, and thanks.
Good night, Meg.
Help me down, honey. Don't drop me.
Drop you? Who's got hold of who?
Hey, kids! I found an old trail. Maybe it leads somewhere.
Another dead end.
They're all dead ends. I'm hot. We've been on a wild goose chase for 4 solid hours. Find your haunted house on your own time. You're on my time now. Or have you forgotten we had a date to go swimming this afternoon? Just the two of us. Remember?
Let's go back to the farm, kids. The sun will be just right for swimming.
Nate! What's happened to you?
Why? What's the matter?
Well, there's a black and blue streak across your shoulder. How'd you get it?
Well, that. I don't know.
Of course you know. You might let me in on your secrets.
We haven't any secrets. We told you about the red house.
Look, Tibby, I slipped in the stream last night and fell on my shoulder. Come on, I'll race you across the pond.
Aren't you coming in?
You had a swimming date, just the two of you, remember? How's son?
Do you love me?
Sure.
Just keep me well kissed. I like to be kissed.
Are you and Nath planning to be married, Tibby?
Well, I like to keep him guessing, Mr. Morgan.
She's like an ornery heifer sometimes. Hard to hold down.
We're glad to have you at our house, Tibby. We've missed having company. You must come back often. Besides, we like to keep Nath happy. We had a pleasant day?
Well, we wasted most of it looking for a haunted house in the Oxhead Woods.
I didn't know there was a haunted house in the Oxhead Woods.
Well, Nate says it's red and he's got to find it. Isn't that silly?
Yes, it is. May I go with you?
Yes.
There's enough trouble in this world without having to go out and look for it.
Well, I'm all the trouble he can handle if he only knew it.
Well, a swell when you are at keeping a secret, blabbing to Pete.
I didn't blab. It just slipped out. And a fine swimming date we had, I don't think.
You know, Tibby, you're mighty pretty, especially when you're mad. And I guess maybe when you're mad, you're just about the prettiest gal there is. Are you sure you don't want me to get Pete's pickup truck and drive you home?
You can't have your cake and eat it, too. You have chores to do. I'll walk home, thanks. Don't suppose I'll be seeing much of you weeknights.
Well, what with final exams coming up and this new job.
I know. Would it be too much to ask that we spend next Sunday by ourselves? Just you and me? Or is it more important to play hide and seek in the woods with Meg?
Go on, get madder. Makes your cheeks pink.
Don't think you're going to talk me into a kiss goodbye. I want you to miss him. Long enough to make him more important than haunted houses. So save up for next Sunday.
Thought you were napping, Pete.
You disobeyed me. Now, you listen to me.
I'm listening.
You went into the woods with Nate.
Well, why shouldn't I? They're only...
Because I've asked you not to.
We didn't find anything. All we did was keep getting into one dead end after another.
I don't care. Now, you listen to me. All I have in the world is you. If there's anything you want, I'll get it for you. But there's one thing you've got to do for me. You stay out of those woods.
I've grown up, and I've got a right to do as I please.
I've never laid hands on you in my life. But I'll take the word to you if you do.
Pete!
Hi, Teller.
Headed for home?
Uh-huh.
That's what I figured. Been swimming?
How'd you know?
Got your suit in that bag, haven't you?
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
What for?
I want you to do me a favor. You've got looks and all the rest besides. Besides that, I figure you're the kind that's got more sense in your head than comes out of your mouth.
Maybe I have. What kind of favor you want out of me?
I've got $750. I want you to buy me a government bond.
$750? Where'd you get it? You steal it?
I want you to buy me that bond. Have them write my name on it and buy it the next time you go to town. There's an extra 10 for your trouble.
Oh, I couldn't take
Sure you could. And keep your mouth shut to boot. I'll be waiting every Sunday till you bring it.
Why don't you buy it yourself?
Because a guy in the village bank's got too long a nose. And because it'll be a prettier bond if you buy it for me.
I better get home.
You want me to help you across the stream?
Thanks a lot, Teller.
Is that all the thanks I get?
How much more do you want?
Teller. You'll either protect these woods of mine or I'll get someone who can.
Well, why don't you keep your trespassers to home? You gave me full rights to the Ox Head Woods, exclusive.
I gave you the game rights in exchange for keeping trespassers out.
Look, Mr. Morgan, if you can't keep your own hired hand out of these woods, maybe I should use more than a club to scare them away with.
Well, why don't you?
You telling me I can use my gun?
I don't want anybody to get hurt, but there's no better way of backing up a no trespassing sign than by a bullet missing somebody's skull.
Okay, Mr. Morgan, I'll take care of my end. This is going to be fun.
And it's going to be more than that. It's your last chance.
Be kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, has forgiven you. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray to Thee to bless all those on earth who are suffering in heart and mind, body and spirit. Grant them the blessing of hope and faith and strength, peace. Amen. What's troubling you, Pete? You haven't eaten, you haven't slept.
Hello? Yes, Tibby, I'll call him. Tibby wants you.
Hello, Tibby. No, I'm coming over.
Well, you can use the pickup truck, Nath.
Pete says I can use his pickup truck. I'll come on down. Bye.
You know, when I was a young man and in love, Sunday was always a good day for spooning.
Thanks for the use of the truck.
Always ready to give love a helping hand. Aren't we, Meg?
That's right.
And I might add, it's a lot healthier than prowling in woods.
don't care what Pete said. I wish we were prowling in the woods today.
I wish Tibby'd forgotten our date.
So do I.
There's something out in those woods. And something tells me we won't find out what it is until I find the red house.
What are we going to do with it when we find it?
Bust it open, I guess, and let some light in. Maybe it'll shake the creeps out of a lot of things.
We'll find it.
I got this for your graduation. I wasn't going to give it to you until then, but because it's a gray day and because I want you to be happy, now go ahead, open it.
Oh, beautiful.
You like it?
Oh, I love it.
Well, let me put it on, huh? Now, will you forgive me for barking at you last Sunday?
I didn't exactly disobey Pete. I've always wanted to go into those woods. I did it because I felt I had to. It was strange. I felt I belonged there.
Don't ever go near those woods again.
Thanks for the watch. I'll treasure it all my life.
Tibby, you've got Meg all wrong. Didn't she ask you up to spend the day and have dinner?
Yeah, but why?
Can't anybody do anything without you figuring they've got an angle?
I've always got an angle. I've got an angle on you. Girl always has a reason when she does something.
Does she?
Sure.
Okay. And what's your reason for dawdling with that guy Teller?
What do you mean, dawdling?
Just what I said. You think I didn't see you?
How could you? Where were you?
In the bus? Where'd you think I was?
Oh, that.
Yes, that. Was there some more dawdling I didn't know about?
You don't think I'd be interested in a big dumb ox who makes his living hunting?
Well, you were interested enough to stop and talk to him that afternoon.
Well, he was sitting on our rocks. I told him to get off them.
And what did he say?
He said he would.
I'll bet.
You calling me a liar?
Now, don't make something out of nothing. All I said was, I'll bet.
You bet what?
I'll bet he said he'd get off your rocks. Is that calling you a liar?
Pop was right.
Right about what?
You're too bright to be wasting your time up at the Morgans for 4 bits an hour. Well, they just live off their farm. We make a profit on ours.
Since when's there a law against living off the earth? We're gonna live off the earth someday. Before we're finished, we're gonna leave our kids a good farm.
I want to clear out of these hills when I get married.
Since when?
Since now. I don't want to be just any farm wife.
This is as good a time as any other to find that out.
Well, if you love someone, you'll do anything for him.
That works both ways.
Maybe someday you'll own this whole valley. And we can spend our winters in the city house.
Sure. With 2 station wagons and a limousine.
Why not?
I better get back to the Morgans.
What for?
Let you go on with your dreaming. I'm disturbing your sleep. City house, station wagons, limousines. Great. Boy, when you dream, you really dream good.
Well, aren't I worth working for?
Sure. And a lot of guys are working on getting to the moon in a rocket. They think that's worth working for. But I like the ground around here, and I'd just as soon keep my feet on it.
How much money have you saved doing it?
None yet.
Not even $750?
Not even 750 cents. Why?
Nothing. I was just thinking.
Nate, didn't Meg go with you? I thought she did. She was gone when you left. Didn't she leave with you this noon?
No, only as far as the porch.
Did she say she was going anywhere?
She must have gone into the woods alone.
I knew you'd come.
Are you hurt?
Yes, I think maybe my leg's broken.
Here, hold this. Now, put all your weight on the other leg.
We were happy here until that boy came. Meg loved me, trusted me, did everything I asked. And then he came. I'm losing her. I fought fate 15 years ago and I lost. You know that, Ellen. I tried to stay away from that house.
Yes, Pete, you tried.
She kept calling. I
had to go to her.
Don't dig it up again, dear. It's buried. It's past.
Buried until that boy came here.
Nath doesn't know anything about it, Pete. That's all in your mind. Do you think there's a man on earth who hasn't something to conceal? Every living soul has his Oxhead Woods.
I can still see her. She knew there was nothing I could do about it. He knew it.
Don't dig it up again, dear, please.
Why
Forget
didn't
it.
they go before it happened?
Please.
Why did she scream? I loved her. She knew it. Why did she cry out?
It's been 15 years, dear. Put it out of your mind. Don't let it drive you mad again. It's gone. It's over. It can't touch Meg.
There's nothing I can do about it.
There is something we can do about it. We can protect her from the past.
How can I protect her from the past when I can't shut it out myself?
We can shut it out of this house.
No, this isn't my house. There's no certain place for me on Earth. Except out there in that ice house. That's where I belong. What'd it make she find out?
Pete, how could she find out?
I didn't want her to go. I'd rather she was dead than ever hear the screams. I'd rather she was dead. I'd rather I died out there in the muck and dirt. That's where I belong.
I should have burned that place down.
No. Let's search the ashes and find her screaming.
I should have burned it down and the ice house and the woods with it.
Don't you dare. You'd never dare.
Ellen, Pete, open the door. Ellen.
What's happened to her?
I found her in your woods. Her leg's broken. Call Dr. Byrne.
Call Jonathan, Pete.
Dr. Byrne. Dr. Byrne, this is Pete Morgan. We need you. Our Meg's leg is broken. Come quick.
Nath.
Somebody will hear you. Oh, I'm so glad you came. Why did you wait so long?
Ellen wouldn't let me come. I never thought of climbing that tree until tonight.
I wanted to tell you about the red house. I followed some wagon tracks through the woods. They were all grown
Where
over.
did they start?
I don't know. I headed uphill just past the big limestone rocks we saw that Sunday. How's Tibby?
Search me. She's gone to town for something. Graduation dress, I think.
Bet you miss her.
Tell me about the red house. After the limestone rocks, what?
Well, I followed these tracks through the rocks. The road's hard to follow, but it led to this hill.
What hill?
I don't know. I was too busy following the tracks to see. I looked down from the top into the rocks. And there it was.
What did it look like?
Ugly and awful. But, Nath, I had the feeling I'd been there before.
Lots of people get that feeling, Meg, even if they haven't.
No, this was different. I even seemed to remember the ice house back against the rocks. Water shimmered out from under it. As if it were flooded.
How do you know it was an ice house?
That's what scares me. I know it was. But how did I know?
Well, didn't you go look?
I didn't dare go without you. My heart started pounding.
You sure you didn't hear screams?
Yes. I think I did. I think that's why I ran. I don't know.
tickle.
Jeannie. Are you all right?
Just turned out my light.
I thought I heard you calling for me.
No, I was just about to go to sleep.
Good. Sleep soundly, Jeannie. You were in Meg's room just now.
Yes, I was.
You sneaked up the tree. You were there with her in the dark.
Is there a law against me seeing her?
Yes, mine. There was peace in this house until you came. You took her into the woods.
Meg went into the woods on her own.
She wouldn't have gone if it weren't for you. Her leg wouldn't have been broken if it weren't for you.
You've got no right to treat her like a child.
You caused all the trouble you're going to. I don't want you here anymore. Get out, now!
You don't need to think I want this job. I can work for Renton's any day I like.
Clear out. Never trespass on my property again. If you do, you'll get hurt. Is that fair warning?
Yes, that's clear enough.
You can take one place off. Nate's quit. He's gone to work for Tibby's folks.
Without even saying goodbye.
But it seems they needed him this morning. Said to say goodbye to you and Meg.
That's not like Nate. He's a nice boy. What are we going to do for help?
We can manage alone. Meg will soon be up and around. We can manage alone. Just you and me and, Meg.
Did you quarrel with Nate? Don't lie to me, Pete.
Why should I quarrel with a boy?
For the same reason you killed Jeannie's husband. Because you wanted her all to yourself. Nate's gone. He sent you his love. But he needed a full-time job now that school's about over. I was putting some dishes away and the wall cupboard came down on my arm. We'll miss Nate, won't we?
It's going to be lonesome for you, isn't it? Why don't you padlock the store and go up to the Morgans?
I've quit there, Mom. I'm going to work for the Rentons.
Well, with Tibby around, then you won't be lonesome.
I'll be okay, Mom. Well, happy honeymoon.
Thanks again for everything. Goodbye, son.
Bye.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, Mom.
Hello, Doctor.
How's my patient? I'll bet it feels better with that cast off.
I've been cheating a little, Dr. Byrne. I tried walking without my crutches.
Uh-huh. I brought up the mail. Where's Ellen?
Gathering the eggs. How's everyone in the valley?
Oh, new baby at Sheriff Hoke's. New hired hand at the Rintons.
Who?
Mrs. Storm's boy, Nath. Yeah. Everybody's wondering what the Rintons want most. The Storm boy for a son-in-law or an extra hand on the farm for free.
Is Nath living at the Rentons?
No. I see him going back to the store nights. Say, wasn't he working here at the time you broke this pretty leg?
Yes, but he had to get a full-time job.
He's got a full-time job handling Tibby. She's a wild one. Well, I've got a few babies coming, a few old folks dying. I've got to be going.
Hiya, Pete. Hello, Doctor.
Our Meg's about as good as new. Young bones knit fast.
Yeah, well, thank heaven she was luckier than I was.
Yes, but then a girl needs a pretty leg more than a man does. With a little help and being careful, she can forget the crutches.
Well, I'll help her. I'll take care of her. I'll watch her like a Saint Bernard.
How's Ellen?
All right.
Say hello to her for me.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Remember when I had to learn to walk again? Just like climbing a mountain all day long. Better lean on me. Mustn't try too much the first time. I just want to help you. That's what I'm for. That's what I like.
Oh, hi. What you got on?
My new place suit. Do you like it?
It's all right.
You might as well still be working at the Morgans for all the fun you are to me.
If you'd spent a little more time working around this place instead of preening your feathers like a pet canary, maybe you'd know what it is to be tired at night.
I had a nice Sunday picnic all planned for us tomorrow down by the stream. But I'm not going to waste it on you. You can sleep all day if you want to.
Oh, just till 10 or 11.
You didn't sleep till any 10 or 11 up at the Morgans because you wanted to see her.
Go stick your head under a faucet and cool off, Tibby. If you want to go on that picnic tomorrow, I'll be here at 11.
Hey, so you finally made up your mind to come?
Here's your bond.
I've been here every Sunday.
Well, I couldn't get here before today.
Who do you think you are standing me up?
You've been drinking.
So what?
Well, I'm sorry I came at all. I'm sorry I got your old bond.
Did you tell anybody?
You're drunk.
Who are you kidding? You can fool around with pretty boy Nate Storm as much as you like. But when you decide on a man, you come to me.
You had to catch him when he was drunk. Just try it sometime when he's sober. Just once, he'd kill you.
Can't you see you're not wanted?
Yeah, I can.
The next time you feel like snooping around Oxhead Woods, read the signs. The part about at your own risk.
Why? Because some yellow belly will sock me in the dark?
Because I got full rights to them woods.
Who gave them to you?
Pete Morgan.
Then would you be knowing how Meg broke her leg?
No, I wouldn't. But if it was you snooping around these woods, you get this. Come on, Tippy, let's get out of here.
This is the way it could always be, Jeannie. We don't need anybody else.
Meg. What's the matter, child?
I don't know. Just heartsick, I guess.
You miss Nath, don't you?
Yes. And something's wrong here. I don't know what it is.
Wrong in what way?
Ellen, who is Jeannie?
Where did you hear that name?
Pete's called me that several times, and when he does, I'm afraid.
When has he called you that name?
Up in my room when my leg was hurt, and out by the pond.
Has Pete ever laid hands on you?
No. Why do you ask that?
Finish the dishes, dear.
Anything wrong?
No. You're working too hard, Pete. Why don't we get Nath back to help?
You're better off without him.
I'm sure Meg misses him. She's young. She deserves the company of a nice boy like Nath. A little fun.
That's what you said about Herb Snell years ago. Herb Snell was fun, remember? I didn't have time to learn how to dance. I was too busy earning the money that would make it possible for me to ask Jeannie to be my wife. And Herb Snell was busy becoming the best dancer in the valley.
Nath's like you were, not Herb. He's a fine boy, honest, a hard worker.
He has a girl. What does he want with Meg?
Meg needs to be with young people like Nath. You can't condemn her to loneliness.
Meg belongs here with us.
You want to chain her to this place all her life?
All my life, yes.
I've given my life to you, Pete, because you're my brother and I loved you and you needed me. You know what it's meant to me, what I've lost. You know what Jonathan Byrne and I might have had.
Well, did I ask you not to marry him?
No, but you wouldn't let me take Meg with me if I did.
Did you expect me to? Whatever happiness I get, I've got to find while I live.
You can find happiness by giving it.
Well, you think I could find it with that boy back here? Do you think he stopped prowling in those woods until he found the red house? He wouldn't stop at that. He'd dig deeper. He'd dig up a skull and bring it home as a trophy. What do you think that would do to Meg? What do you think would happen to her if she found out the truth? She'd loathe me all the rest of her life.
But you've got to be fair to Meg.
All right, so I'm not fair. But I can't let her go. As long as the red house stands in that quarry, my whole life is Meg's and her life is mine.
What
are you going to do, Ellen?
I'm going to burn that place out of Pete's mind. I don't care if it starts a forest fire. It's going up in flames tonight.
You can't go into those woods.
I know them well enough.
It isn't that. I didn't tell you or Nate the whole truth about how my leg was broken. I fell, but it was because somebody was shooting at me. I was afraid Nate would get shot, afraid...
Teller. That's Pete's fault for letting Teller think he owns those woods. He's just trying to scare you, but he's afraid of me.
Let me go with you.
No, your leg isn't strong enough.
I don't want to stay here alone.
Come with me as far as Nate's cabin. Lock yourself in. I'll be back before Pete knows I'm gone.
Ellen? Meg? Ellen? Meg?
Ellen? Meg? Wait here for me.
Meg!
All right, Nate, come up out of there. I got you covered. Miss Ellen. Miss Ellen. I didn't aim to kill. Miss Ellen, please.
Pete, where are you? Pete! Didn't you hear me? Ellen's hurt. She needs help.
Yes, I know.
She's bleeding. She's been shot.
Ellen's lost now. Lost. Nothing will help.
Pete, you're not going to sit here and let her die.
She was going to the Red House. 15 years those woods have been calling to me.
Storm Store.
It won't get me.
Nate, it's Meg. I need help.
He can't help. Nobody can help.
Ellen's in the woods, hurt. Teller shot her. I can't carry her out alone.
Where is she?
On the trail we took just before we reached the limestone rocks.
I'll call Dr. Byrne and the sheriff. I'll bring a stretcher.
Hurry.
You're not going back in there. You can't do it. You'll be lost, too. Believe me, I know the woods are evil. I know what's there. I know the dangers. Oh, darling, don't.
Let go of me.
You don't know.
Darling, I've stopped the bleeding. You'll be fine now. You'll get everything you need soon. Nate's coming, and he's called Jonathan.
Jonathan. Need him.
Does it hurt as much now? Ellen.
Doesn't hurt now. You're fine.
see him. Love him.
How is she?
She's asleep. I bandaged her. Oh, Nath, thanks.
I made a stretcher out of a blanket and a couple of ray candles. It's all I had.
Did you get Dr. Byrne?
He wasn't in. I left a message. I called the sheriff. She's sleeping awfully sound. She's dead.
Hi. What you got on your mind? Me?
I couldn't get you out of my mind, baby.
That's the way you are with me, too.
Well, let's do something about it. Let's borrow your father's truck and elope.
Elope? Holy smoke, Pop, it'd kill us.
Come on, baby. We'll drive across the state line. I'll cash in my bond. We'll splurge it having a honeymoon that'll top any honeymoon anybody ever had.
The truck's in the orchard shed. We can head out the back road. They won't hear us.
She hurt bad?
She's dead.
You think I didn't love Ellen? Every day for years she's died for me. You think I can forget that? But she forgot the woods. That's what's killed her. You hate me now, don't you?
Yes, I think I do. You let Ellen die.
No. You defied the woods and you were hurt. She defied them. She's dead. Ellen didn't hate me. She always understood. You leave me now, I suppose, won't you, Meg?
Yes.
Everything I love dies. I can't lose you, Jeannie.
Don't call me that name, Pete. Who was she? Who was Jeannie? Was her real name Genevieve? Was she my mother, Pete?
I don't know.
You do know. I can't stay here any longer.
Yes. She was your mother. Now, are you happy?
What happened to her?
Meg, for the love of heaven.
She was killed, wasn't she?
But it was an accident.
It wasn't an accident. Something awful must have happened. You must have hated her.
Hated her? I worshipped your mother. No man ever loved a woman more. But you married your father, a man without heart, without soul.
Is that why you killed her?
No, you've got to believe me, Meg. I never hurt your mother. I never even so much as said a harsh word to her. And then when you were born in the red house, I loved you like you were my own.
That's why I remembered the house.
It was his fault. He got jealous. He took to accusing Jeannie and me of Bad things. He lied. But the worst was when he was going to take Jeanne New away. I ran to the red house to plead with your mother not to go. I heard him coming home in the surrey. I begged her to decide before it was too late. She got frightened. I don't know why. She screamed. There was no reason I wasn't going.
Then you did kill her.
No, it was an accident. I just tried to keep her quiet. I just put my hand over her mouth, only that. She was smothered. Then he came in the door. I went crazy. I knew it was his fault. He was the one who would kill Jeanne. I picked up a bullwhip, and I beat him until he wasn't handsome anymore, until he was dead, finished. I was out of my mind. I picked up their bodies and I put them in the surrey. I whipped the horses into the ice house. The spring had broken through in there. The mud was deep, deep enough. When I came to my senses, I tried to kill myself. I jumped into the quarry. Ella should have let me die there.
Nate! Nate! Nate, where are you? Nate's gone. He's taken your rifle. He's gone to the woods. Heller will kill him. I love him, Pete. I love him like you love Jeanne, Pete. I don't know the woods at night, Pete. You do. You've got to help me stop him. I'll forget what happened. I won't hold it against you. You can make up for what you did. Jeanne will forgive you. She'll forgive you, Pete.
I can end this. I can be free. There was a truck road to the red house. You go ahead. Start the truck. I'll catch up with you.
My pop must have found out.
I wish that's all it was.
What do you mean?
They're after me.
My mama whipped me.
Stop that crying. Stop it.
You don't really love me.
Let her stop.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Maybe Teller didn't either, kid, but it all adds up to murder.
Murder? We can't make it this way.
Who's there? It's Ray Houck, Nate. I came as quickly as I could. I telephoned the State Highway Police. Any signs of Teller?
No, Sheriff. But I heard a car here in the woods.
Yeah, so did I.
Is Teller here?
Not yet. We're on time. Come, dear. Don't be afraid. step out of the door, he'll see us.
Why must we bolt the door?
Nothing has changed. Just as it was. Just as it was. She's just like you, Jeannie. I've come to plead with you not to go. Don't go with them, Jeannie. I can't live without you.
Pete, we've come here to help Nate. He could be killed.
Yes! I'd kill to keep you here. Does Herb love you that much? Enough to kill for you? When he comes back from the village, we'll be gone. You and the baby and me. We'll be gone. I swear before God, I'll kill him before I let him take you away. You stay here with me, Jeannie. There isn't much time left. Decide, Jeannie, decide.
Thought I'd better finish what Ellen set out to do, sweetheart. I set fire to the red house. Looking forward's much better than looking back.